and we're packing up. This is our last day in this campsite, and we're about to go. In fact, what are we going to do?
Scuba dive.
Hey?
Scuba dive.
Scuba dive? What are we about to do?
Scuba dive.
Alright, scuba diving. The Great Barrier Reef in stinger season. Right, just parked up. So there's a car park, South Esplanade, or whatever the hell it's called. 10 hours maximum parking, should be plenty. Costs 20 bucks. And now we just go walk to go find where we're going. It is 5 minutes past 8. Let's go have a look. So this is only our 5th time diving. So it's gonna be a lot to remember. It's been over a year since we've done it as well. But hopefully, all is good. We're diving with Dive for Den. Partly because of the good reviews and partly because there was nothing else available when we booked last minute. So, hopefully, we are good. Finger A, what do we want? Finger B?
Yeah, I think you go down. That's supposed to be.
We'll ask this lady. Excuse me, what are we looking for?
We're looking for aqua.
Oh, yep, no worries. So if you go along to B
Spirit.
finger there, the next little finger, your boat's at the end of that one.
Brilliant, thank you. Right, so we're on the smaller one. Oh, there it is, Dive for Den. I see it, AquaQuest.
Oh, yeah.
That was easy. So, if anyone's wondering, it's about, what, 6.5 million degrees, according to CNN.
You can also hire cameras here if you don't have a GoPro.
Yeah. If you actually spend over a certain amount, I think the camera's free, isn't it? With certain companies anyway, not only with ours. But, excited.
Jet ski croc spotting tours.
Oh, sick.
Don't fall off.
Yeah. Some people on our boat already. Very excited. So we are actually going to the outer reef, so it takes about an hour and a half to get there. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How you going?
Oh, good. Please, phone your names here. Your new name for today is 19. And your new name for today is 20.
It's catchy.
Okay,
Got it.
welcome to AquaQuest, and just you need go up and straight away go in, because here it's waiting for you, Cal, for bring you the paperwork.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, 19.
Right.
Hey. Oh shit. There is queue. So it's super busy. Super hot too. Alright, so we've just got to do some paperwork, medical, sign our life away, and then we'll be heading off. See you on the water. So welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. Today we are going to do 2 dives and it's going to be very fun. So we are doing a certified dive. To do a certified dive, you must have completed one of the courses, i.e. open water, advanced diving, etc, etc. Basically, you would have had to have gone somewhere and completed a 3-day course to then get yourself a diving certification.
If you've been following us for a while, you'll know that we did our open water course in Koh Tao in Thailand. This course means that we are now certified divers and can dive with a buddy, so with each other, down to 18 metres deep.
One thing they also offer here is an introduction dive. You need no experience at all. You don't even need to be able to swim. What it means is you'll be hanging on to a diving instructor like they're a pack horse, and they just drag you around under the water. No thank you.
For this tour, we used a company called Divers Den. As Ryan previously said, we left it last minute, so there wasn't much availability. We read some reviews, and for the most part, they were fairly positive.
The dive cost us $375 each, and this included 2 dives, time for snorkeling, all the equipment, which included stinger suits, lunch, and a guide, which I will touch on a bit more in a minute.
You do have an option just to snorkel, which is a couple $100, but we felt we couldn't pass up this potentially once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
So this was our guide, Sandy. Super helpful, super friendly.
It wasn't very clear when booking. We thought that having a guide meant essentially having another buddy, so you could go off and dive with just them. But what it actually meant is you paid $20 extra per dive to go on a little guided tour.
And this tour consisted of maybe 5 or 6 extra people. But everyone in our group was qualified and had already completed some form of scuba qualification. The only issue that you may have is, because you're a group, you have to stick together, and if one person's got a problem, you all have to wait until that problem is sorted. Had this been made more clear on the website, we probably would have just booked a guide for the first one, just to get our bearings again, because it had been so long since we'd last scubaed. And then on the second dive, we would have just gone off on our own. But saying this, it was still fine, we still enjoyed it, and there was still lots to see.
Probably one of the biggest benefits for us was that Sandy pointed out a lot of things that we may have missed. Different corals, different fish. And she even had an underwater notepad so she could write messages to us underwater if she needed to.
Another benefit to having a guide is that when it's time to get ready, they call you into a group and they'll help you get all your equipment sorted, they'll check it for you, double check it, so that you're safe and ready to go when you need to.
Something that didn't bother us but may be important to other people is that the guides actually take you to the photographer underwater. They make sure that you get your photos taken. Obviously we didn't, but some people might want to.
Our first dive was on Saxon Reef, which is part of the coral gardens on the outer reef of the Great Barrier Reef. We saw a fair amount of fish, including angelfish and sharks and clownfish, and lots of lively coral.
It's worth noting we were debating 2 or 3 dives, and we're really happy that we went with 2. If you do decide to do 3 dives, you squish in a second one before lunch, which we think we would have found really rushed and been so exhausted. When we did our course in Koh Tao, we did 3 dives a day, but they were only 30 minutes long. These ones were 50 minutes long, so doing 3 was probably going to be too much for us.
And that brings us to the end of our first dive, which was amazing. So we get on board, de-soup, time for a quick bite to eat, supplied by the company, have a little sleep, and then get back ready for the second dive. Now you may be wondering, why are you wearing a wetsuit in balmy water, considering the water temperature was about 27 degrees? Well, that's because this is the beginning of December, and up in North Queensland, that is also known as stinger season.
Stinger season is from December to March each year. During stinger season, the jellyfish appear, including the irukandji, which can be fatal if you're stung. So these stinger suits just stop that from happening and make you a little bit safer in the water.
So this second dive was on Hastings Reef at a place called Tusa Wildside. There's much more vibrant coral here, but a lot less fish.
Considering we booked really last minute and hadn't done much research at all, we were really happy with our group and the tour that was provided.
The food was brilliant, the staff was super friendly and engaging and helpful. The organisation was done very well to a point there was over 80 people on the boat, but things ran really smoothly. So if you are looking for any kind of recommendation, because there is such a wide market, we would definitely recommend Divers Den.
That's enough of our talking. If you have any questions at all, please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.